People say look at the how people treat wait staff. If they're
Exactly.
treating them like assholes, then they're gonna treat you the same way.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
you
I
ignored
totally
so many red flags, so many
I
red like,
totally forgot
everything
to
you're
include
saying.
this. Right before the breakup happened, I totally forgot to include this. And this was when she had mentioned to me that from a business standpoint, I'm unmarketable. Personal standpoint, she only dates certain kind of men. She only dates attractive men. So it's very hard for her to work with me because she only dates men with locks and from a business standpoint, I'm unmarketable. I don't have a look that works with her clients. She only represents good-looking clients. So when I heard that, I said, "What the hell are you dating me for?" If that's the case, if you feel this way towards me, why are we dating?
You still stuck with this person?
No, that was when I said, okay, this is going to end. And that's why I ended it a month later on her birthday. I wanted to at least get past the birthday because I felt that maybe I was just being a little too nice, but I just felt like I'm not going to just do this before, but let me just get the birthday thing over with and then end it. Again, I think the lesson here is that I allowed myself to not put my foot down on this early and
Mhm,
just end it when I should have ended it, which was when I
mhm.
had told her I was checked out and didn't really want to be with her anymore.
Yes, that should have been the breakup civil conversation. That should have ended right then and there because once you did end it, it turned into crazy pants that affected your business.
Still to this day, dealing
That's
with it
what I
still to
really
this day.
wanna talk about actually is
Yes.
what's going on right now. How are you feeling right now too?
Mhm. What's your mental?
I'm good. I'm good. Now it took me about 3 months, maybe 4 months to really process why I allowed it to get to that point. I didn't really care about the breakup itself, but I was really trying to process why did I allow this to get to this point? And that
Mhm.
took a good 4 months maybe before I got into the next relationship. And it's something that you really kind of go back and forth with yourself about because you're thinking, okay, I should have been ended it, but then at the same time, you're trying to think about the other things too. And for me, I was really so focused on business that I
Mhm.
should have just ended it because she didn't care.
What would you tell the audience? I'm just so dumbfounded by this whole situation, especially when it comes to business, like, I do not play. So, what would you tell anybody listening if you're going into business together? What are the first signs that you need to either do you need to draft up contracts or how do you feel about that going forward?
No, you just need to firmly establish something early on. Whatever is being said needs to be said very early on and it needs to be stuck to. I think that you have to have that conversation with the person and your own self
Mhm.
to establish what you're going to do early on and stay to it and not give in. I gave in and it just torpedoed everything. Both of my businesses suffered from that. I'm just getting out of the gravel, sort of the rubble, so to speak, from the craziness with one business. And then May Lifestyle Collection is good now.
And your business had to heal too because of a breakup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all as men kind of get into these relationships and when we know that it's not a good look or when you feel like you're on death row, that's the term. When you
Mhm.
feel like you're on death row, um, people, particularly men, we accept it and we classify it as normal. It's not normal. Nobody should be subjecting themselves to this
Mhm.
No.
because I never dealt with anything like this before this relationship. And I
Mhm.
did not deal with anything after this relationship like
Mhm.
this. Never. It was only in this particular relationship.
Do you think that will cause you kind of relationship PTSD? Like, that's a traumatic situation that not just affected your business, but affected you as well.
For me, no. And the reason why I say that is because I didn't have this in previous relationships. And because I didn't have this in previous relationships, it was new to me during this one, and I had mentally checked out of the relationship already,
Mhm.
and I tried to treat it as one of one and not
That's
looking ahead and taking out this person's issues on the next person. I did not want to do that.
that's a wonderful take. It's something I've
Mhm.
said on the show previously, how important that is, to really understand each individual as an individual, and that's why you shouldn't take what, your fears from a previous person's actions and project them
Mhm.
on somebody else in the next place. Also, why it's very important for you to make sure that you feel healed enough to understand that before you jump into the next one, whether that's a matter of a couple of days or a matter of a few years or whatever it takes, to get better.
Absolutely.
So I
Absolutely.
yay for Chuck on that one. Woo!